Okay, so I'm playing the free game. It's based on the anime of Free, and it's the swim club thing. You can go watch it, just find it on Crunchyroll. And this is a fan-made visual novel. I will link it in the the description, not the subscription. I don't know why I'm playing this. I don't know why I'm even recording this. There might be some not safe for work things. I've had to record this first part twice because I don't know, I messed with my recorder for like a few minutes and I changed some settings and I messed it up. So I had to fix that, but I'm back and I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm going to be uploading, hopefully this is just going to be one video, not several. I please hope that it's just one video. I do not want to make this more videos than one. It's a demo, might be short, might not be short. I don't know, it's a fan-made game. I have no effing clue. I'm going to make another visual novel video for the same anime. It's fan-made too, but I think it's a more bigger game, and it does have not safe for work material in it, so I might have to split it up into unlisted videos that you can go to within the description, so it's not that big of a deal. This one I'm not sure if it has not safe for work in it or not. They said that it might be in the text, but there's not going to be artwork for it, which is unfortunate. But I think the other game does. So yeah, let's just, I guess, I don't know what else I'm going to say. My mic might sound terrible right now. I'm trying not to speak very loud because I feel like every time I speak really loud, it does this weird thing, but I think there was something else I was going to say. Yeah, like I said, this is a fan-made game, not made by the developers of, I mean the producers of the anime. It is a fan-made game, link in the description if you want to go play it. Like I said, yeah, it's based on the anime Free, so let's just start the game because I need to stop. Thank you so much for downloading the demo version of the non-profit fan-made free visual novel. The demo is centered around a female protagonist. I hope you enjoy this demo, and if you like it, please wait patiently for the full version where a male character may be added. Yeah, I don't think they ever did this full version crap. I think this demo has been out for a while, so. Now, what is your character's name? Please note that if you do not enter a name, your character will be given a default name. Please enter your name, last name. Ooh. I'm just gonna go with what I usually use. I don't want to use my name, actually. If there is not safe for work script in this, I don't want my name in it, but let's just put it in there. I know that's not my last name. I have no idea any Japanese last names because I'm terrible at that, remembering that. Yeah, I'm gonna be terribly offensive if I do anything, so let me be right back. I'm gonna go find a name I can use. Okay, so I'm back. Kawakami? Yeah. I'm sure I think these last names are all gender neutral if I'm 100%. I feel stupid for thinking that, but yeah, that's an actual Japanese last name. I looked it up. Yeah, it is. And I'm just gonna use Brie for the first name, I guess. Brie. I don't want to use my first name. Yeah, I can't think of any girl Japanese first names on the spot, so I'm gonna have to go with that. I'm not about to go look that up. Yeah, I want that. Thanks. Oh no. Kawakami Brie. Okay, sure. Yes. Brie. No. Oh my god, I shouldn't have used my first name. It's Brianna, but I shortened it to Bri because that would be a long ass name if I used Brianna. Okay, well, let's just go with it. I don't even know if I should read this. My name is Kawakami Bri. Today I start my second year at Iwatobi. I cannot pronounce that. Iwatobi. I'm just gonna say Iwatobi because I just can't. Hi. I spent most of my first year alone. My health wasn't in the best condition. My uniform doesn't even fit right. My mother told me to become more active to fix my health. Maybe I should ride my bike to school instead of taking the train all of the time. Okay. The foliage around me became a blur as I wondered about my health and ways to improve it. But my thoughts were interrupted by two loud voices that pierced their way into my consciousness. I can't. Oh my god, this is wretched. This is so wretched. Oh, come on, Ray-chan. You don't have to be so negative. It's simply the truth. I did the calculations. It has a 98% chance of failure. And to top it all off, it won't even be beautiful. But Ray-chan, I hope Gokhan's plan works regardless of calculations and beauty. I stare at the two male students a little ways away from me. They look to be in the same year as I am. I sighed to myself. Everyone's already made friends from first year. The friends I've made probably forgot about me. The two boys continued to talk as I thought about my friends, or lack thereof. It must be nice to have someone to take the train with every morning. No, my health is important too. Maybe I can find a friend to bike with me to school. Hey Nagisa-kun, do I have something on my face? That girl keeps looking at me. You're right, but there isn't anything on your face. I made eye contact with both of them, and I quickly turned away in response. Crap. I was staring at them for too long. I hid my face in embarrassment for the rest of the ride to school. It's been a while since I've stepped foot inside the actual school building. It feels weird to be attending class after completing my work from a bed at home or the hospital. But the thought of attending class regularly makes me feel a little excited. It's nice to be a normal student again. I had an odd combination of both confidence and nervousness as I walked into my classroom. Miss Kawakami, Bri, are you here? What? Here, I look around the classroom as the teacher takes attendance. I don't recognize anyone. Wait a second. Miss Hazuki Nagisa? There are quiet giggles around the room. This freaking... This music needs to calm down. There are quiet giggles around the room. I spot a familiar figure a few desks in front of me. Sensei, I'm actually a boy. So you are. My mistake, Hazuki-kun. Wow, he really does have a girly name. He doesn't even look upset. Maybe he's used to it? The teacher keeps calling out names as I space out for a while. Thoughts of my health and school life once again flood into me, so many unfamiliar people. And then the teacher called another familiar name. And I cannot pronounce that. Ray. I'm just gonna go with their first names. I cannot pronounce those last names. Sensei Ray-chan is also a boy. You're right. I'm so sorry. I don't want to pronounce that. I know I'm not going to. Rogasuki-kun? They're the same guys I saw on the train earlier. How embarrassing. I stare at them on the train and now they're in my class. I hope they don't recognize me as the creeper from the train. I thought about the potential rumors about me regarding the incident. Hey, she's the creeper who stares at guys with girly names. I let out a large exhale after that thought. After attendance, I had 2 classes before lunchtime. The classes felt unusually long. Lunchtime felt like a breath of fresh air. Maybe I just wasn't used to lectures? There was an assembly after lunch. All of the clubs had a chance to promote themselves in order to gain new members. I wasn't able to join any of in my first year, and then it hit me. I've been worrying about how to improve my health and making friends, but joining a club could fix that. I could kill two birds with one stone. It was this thought that made me listen to each presentation attentively. I watched presentations by the track and field club, the music club, the arts and crafts club. Music and art aren't really about physical activity, but I don't think track and field is my thing either. There were also presentations about the kendo club, the tennis club, and the film club. I began to lose hope at this point, but then the speakers boomed once again. Next, the swim club will introduce itself. A female representative from the swim club walked onto the stage. She looked to be in the same year as me too, as I am. Our swim club began last spring when we repaired the pool and started the club ourselves. I am the swim club's manager, Matsuka. I'm just gonna go with Matsuka. And this is our treasurer. And then suddenly someone trembled onto the stage. Second year, Hazuki Nagasa. It's Hazuki-san, and he's only wearing swim trunks? Is this even appropriate? My specialty is the breaststroke. My charm point is my calf muscles. For sure. Oh my god, I remember this in the charm point? I'm so confused. And why did Hazuki-kun wink at the audience? I didn't have time to gather my thoughts when Matsuka called out the vice captain, and then another person came tumbling onto the stage beside Hazuki-kun. Third year, Nanase Haruka. He's only wearing swimming trunks too. I can practically see every inch of skin on these guys. My specialty is freestyle. My charm point is my trace. I'm about to exit out of this character. Then a third person came onto the stage in the same tumbling fashion. I think Matsuka said our secretary. Second year, Ragazuki, Ray. Him too, something Kun is the swim club secretary. My specialty is the butterfly stroke. My charm points are my deltoids and biceps. Why are all their charm points muscles? It's like my eyes are being drawn into those areas. And finally, our captain. Well, at least this guy didn't tumble on the stage. But why is he flailing his arms like that? Third year, Tachibana Makato. My specialty is the backstroke. My charm point is my back muscles. Well, I can certainly tell he has back muscles. But I could barely make out the captain's face. It was so red. Poor guy, he didn't even show off his abs, and he's so embarrassed. ... Why am I thinking about this guy's abs? I need to stop. We look forward to welcoming new members with fabulous muscles. Well, I don't have fabulous muscles, and I can't swim very well, so I guess the swim club is out of the question. But for some reason, I couldn't look away from the presentation. It intrigued me. I watched the last few presentations, but nothing really caught my interest. I started to think that maybe I wasn't destined to become active or make friends. And remember, sign-ups for all the clubs are today, after school. After the assembly, I had one more class before I could go home. I didn't even feel like paying attention to whatever subject it was. I sighed to myself. Was it always this hard to make friends? But I might as well join any club at this point. I mean, drama club can get pretty physical too, right? I tried to console myself. It's only the first day of class, and I don't have to make friends instantly. But nonetheless, it was still pretty depressing to see all of my classmates and their cliques of friends. Come to think of it, I even ate my lunch by myself today. Growl. I guess it was enough since my stomach is already grumbling. Maybe I should stop by a convenience store before I go home. Besides, a small snack wouldn't hurt. And then I wondered for the rest of the class about what snack I would treat myself to. I stopped by a convenience store on the way to the station. I decided on a fruit sandwich as my treat. It was something light, and I know my mom would approve of in regards to my health. And they're also really yummy too. I felt a bit better after my depressing school day as I held the fruit sandwich like a prize. I smiled to myself as I waited behind the two students from another school to pay. I couldn't help but overhear their conversation. Well, there's not much I can improve upon, Ren. Oh my god. Uh, well, there's not much I can improve. Okay, I just read that. That doesn't mean you should miss practice. Come on, Suzuki. You're one of the best swimmers I know. I'm heading to Iwatobi to see the swim club's new members. Come, maybe you'll get inspired too. Oh yeah, after hearing that, I wonder about the swim club's new members. I wonder if anyone's even signed up after their... Oh crap. Oh, fuck. What is happening? I totally forgot about club sign-ups after school, and the line is taking too long. I hope I'm not late to join a club. I put the sandwich back on the shelf and rushed out the door, almost bumping into the two students. What's it with her? I'm sorry, but we aren't accepting any new members. Okay, thank you so much. Ever since I got back to school, all of the clubs I went to were full. And that included the tennis club that rejected me just now. I tried the drama club, the volleyball club, and the basketball club, and by now I assumed every club has been filled up. I was getting desperate and losing hope as I walked towards the track field. Oh man, track and field really isn't my thing. This is so predictable. Just then I heard a disgruntled voice as I was about to walk onto the field. Why isn't anyone coming? I told you we shouldn't have done the charm point thing. I curiously looked to my left to see where the bickering came from. Don't pretend you weren't enjoying it. That's the swim club manager, Rugazaki. I'm really about to stop pronouncing these. After identifying the source of the bickering, the first thing I noticed was the pool filled with dirty water. All of the other clubs were showcasing their respective activities, but not the swim club. It made sense. It is too cold to swim right now. But the second thing I noticed was that the pool area wasn't very busy at all. It only contained the same 5 members that performed at the assembly. I did not see any new faces. Did they not get any new members at all? The bickering continued as I surveyed the track field. It looked like the whole school was there. It was probably the busiest club I've encountered. With the size of the crowd, I doubt there was even an opening for any sport either. I guess I don't have a choice. I made my way towards the pool area. Does anyone have any other ideas for recruiting members? I took a deep breath. Hello, I'd like to join the swim club. Immediately after I had made any statement, all eyes were on me. Everyone's mouth dropped open, but no sound. I'm so fucking tired. This music. No. Oh my god. It was quiet for a while until I spoke again. Or are you guys full as well? No, we aren't full at all, actually. You're welcome to join us. I'm Mazuka Go, the manager. I prefer Ko, however. I noticed she had a bit of excitement in her voice, but it was strained somehow. I'm Kawakami Bri. 2nd year, it's nice to meet you. 2nd year? I haven't seen you around much. Did you just move here? Kawakami-chan? You're in my class with Ray-chan, aren't you? But the teacher didn't say you were new. I am. Hazuki-kun, isn't it? You can call me Nagisa-kun, Bri-chan. It made me a little uncomfortable to be forward with Nagisa-kun. Oh gosh, I'm even getting flustered thinking about it. Aren't you the one who was staring at me on the train this morning? I'm so sorry about that, you see. I bowed my head. Yeah. I lift my head up to see the friendly reminders that got me into this mess. Huh? It's you from the convenience store. So it is. Maybe she ran to get here. Ugh, he didn't have to announce it to everyone. Is this it? Is she the only new member you guys recruited? Oni-chan, you don't have to be so blunt. Oni-chan, huh? The The pool seemed a little more lively with the addition of myself and the students from the store. It was definitely an upgrade from a few moments ago, but I wasn't a part of any of the conversations around me. I looked around, confused. Another member of the swim club made their way over to me while everyone else talked amongst themselves. Oh, he's quite tall. Ah, sorry about that. They're from Samazuka Academy, and we have joint training with them occasionally. Welcome to the swim club. My name's Tachibana Makato. I'm the captain, and it's good to have you. It's nice to meet you, Tachibana-senpai. Likewise, I look forward to swimming together, Kawakami-san. In that moment, his smile relieved me of my uneasiness. Which swimming stroke do you prefer? Stroke? Ah, your style of swimming, like backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and freestyle. Sheepishly, I looked away. Oh, I'm not very good at swimming, actually. Suddenly, all of the talking stopped as I said this. Again, all eyes were cast on me. Here we go again. Again? What does mean? Then suddenly someone walked over to me. You don't swim? Oh, fuck. What's with this artwork? Okay, I recalled the swim club's presentation at the assembly. I thought about which staff members I talked to and then concluded that student before me is the vice captain. Oh man, what was his name again? Well, I'm willing to learn. I want to swim. Nanase Senpai, was it? Yeah. Then he turned around and went around his own business. Well, that explains why he's vice captain, not captain. Haruka Senpai, that's no way to treat our newest member. It's good to have you, Kawakami-chan. I'm sure our current members will be happy to teach you. Mazuka-chan shot a glare at the boys behind her. Well, do you have a reason you'd like to swim? I took a moment to think about my answer to this question. Well... Oh, fudge. I'd like to get fit. I want to have fun. I'd like a challenge. I want to swim fast, and I have really no idea. It's either this one or this one. Other than at casual meetups at public pools and beaches, I really don't have much experience with swimming. I couldn't pick a style. But I figured that in order to find out what is best for my health, I should try to learn the different styles first before deciding. I'm sure I would meet people along the way who master different styles as well. That could open up more possibilities too. I looked up at Masuko-chan after my considerations. I'm willing to try out any style, to be honest, just to see what works for me personally. After I had said this, there was a smile on her face. I see. I know, just the person you're looking for. Person? Wait a second. I thought I was looking for a swimming style. Masuko-chan turned her head towards her. Oni-san. I think the smile got even bigger. What are you smiling about, Go? Oni-chan, Kawakami-chan says she'd like to try out any style of swimming, and I figured you're the best candidate for the job. Huh? But she's part of Iwatobi swim club, not Samazuka. Why should I teach her? Because you're the captain of Samazuka's swim team. So you're good at every style, Oni-chan. It was then I saw Mazuka-senpai turn his face away. I didn't get a clear look, but I think his face was a bit flushed. Wow, Mazuka-chan really looks up to her brother. Sigh. Since your pool isn't ready, how about everyone just practices at Samazuka to showcase the different swimming styles for Kawakami-san? As if the smile on Goshi-chan couldn't get any bigger. Will you come with us, Kawakami-chan? Whatever, man. If it's not too much effort, I'd really like that. Really? Okay, let's go. Mazuka-chan had a lot of excitement in her voice. I couldn't figure out why, but I followed everyone outside of Iwatobi High and Samazuka Academy. I spent the travel time to Samazuka learning about the different strokes of swimming. I learned the health benefits of the backstroke from Tachibana Senpai. Nagasana-kan told me all about the ease of the breaststroke and how it was great for beginners. While Rizuka-kan, Rugasakai-kan, I can't with his name, and the other students from Zumazuka told me about the butterfly stroke. I found out the other student's name was Yamazaki senpai, but he and something Kun had different ways of explaining butterfly to me, but it was interesting to learn about the different interpretations they had of it. Nanasi senpai emphasized that even though he could explain to me how to swim freestyle, that most of it had to do with believing in myself. At least Nanasami senpai's advice was kind of informative. Hey, Kamakami-chan. Oh, Masuka-chan cut up to me. Have you decided what type of styles you'd like to try out? I shook my head. I've learned some information from everyone, but I'm still not very sure. Don't give up hope yet. I just wait until you see everyone swim. The enthusiasm she had from before did not fade. I could tell by the eagerness in her voice. I hope she's right. Wow. Samazuka's indoor pool looked amazing in the sunset. It must be nice to have an indoor pool. I mean, the swim club could train all year round. The sight of Samazuka's pool made me a bit anxious, but excited at the same time. What do you think? She smiled. I smiled back. It's quite a view, really. Then I heard her gasp. Oh fuck, what happened? Not as much of a view as this. Oh no. This music, man. And then all of the guys except for Mazuka senpai came out from the dressing room in their swimming attire. No. Do not. I don't get it. But Mazuka-chan was too preoccupied with staring at the guys. Her gaze was unwavering on the sight of these guys laying up onto the platforms. It's like she was starstruck. I think I can actually see stars in her eyes. Mazuka-chan, I gently tapped her shoulder. The muscles, she murmured. Yeah, what about them? She lit a long, contented exhale. Aren't they wonderful? That's why she was so eager to come here. I have no words. Hey, Kawakami-san, you ready? We're about to start. I turned my head towards the voice behind me. No. Do not with this. I am so done. I cannot, man. This is not even the not safe for work version. In an instant, I understood Masuka's-chan fascination with muscles. I have been enlightened. No. I am ready. Matsuka-senpai. I couldn't look at him in the eyes, and I couldn't rip my gaze from where it was either. I watched Mazuka-senpai as he walked towards the platform, too. I could only imagine that I looked like Mazuka-chan when she saw the others. It was very similar. Oh my god, I am so done with this game. My gaze was unwavering, not a care in the world. Okay, maybe not the Star Trek eyes, too. I did make the long, contented exhale, too. My concentration was only broken once. I heard ready, set, go. But even then, I couldn't help but stare at the muscles. Concentrate, Bree. I came here to learn. I took all of my mental energy to focus on the styles of swimming and all of the information I learned about them. But occasionally my mind would wander. What have I gotten myself into? That's a very good question. Oh, Lord. Oh. Well. Well, that was a pretty short game, man. I expected more. Okay, so, the game crashed right there, so I couldn't finish my thing right there. I don't know why I just repeated myself, but like I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna do another visual novel, a whole other visual novel of this same anime, and it's gonna be coming out later. Yeah, like I said, it's a different one, fan-made. It's more not safe for work. I think it's a lot longer than this one is. I think. I'm not 100%. And I'll be playing that in maybe like a day. It depends on if I want to or not. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm just gonna go now. I'm just gonna go. It was a fun game. I guess it was fun. I mean, I can't really say it was a fun game. It was like 29 minutes and it had nothing really at all. It was just, I don't know. I hope they have a full version someday. Hopefully. But yeah, see you in the next episode. Bye.